The Minecraft logo is a perfect reflection of the game itself, simple, blocky, and built on creativity rather than polish. From the start, Minecraft embraced a deliberately pixelated, low-resolution aesthetic, and the logo mirrors that philosophy. Instead of smooth curves or modern minimalism, it uses chunky, square letter forms that look like they were carved straight out of the game world. The typography feels heavy and grounded. Each letter appears three-dimensional, often rendered with stone-like textures and subtle cracks, reinforcing the idea of mining, building, and survival. It looks less like a logo and more like an object within the game. Color plays a supportive role rather than stealing attention. Grays and earthy tones dominate, evoking stone, caves, and raw materials. Green accents are sometimes introduced, hinting at grass blocks and the living world players interact with. Earlier versions of the logo leaned even harder into texture and depth, while modern versions have been slightly refined for clarity and scalability. However, the core identity has never changed. The blocky structure remains untouched because it's fundamental to Minecraft's DNA. What makes the Minecraft logo so effective is its honesty. It doesn't try to look sleek or futuristic. It looks exactly like the game feels to play, open-ended, rough around the edges, and full of possibility. The logo also functions as a promise. When players see it, they know they're entering a world where creativity matters more than graphics, and imagination is the main currency. Today, the Minecraft logo stands as one of the most recognizable marks in gaming history, a symbol of creativity, freedom, and player-driven worlds. If you enjoyed this breakdown, like the video, subscribe to the brand storyline, and comment below with the next logo breakdown or episode you'd like us to explore. The Roblox logo reflects creativity, community, and a digital world built by its users. Simple yet unconventional, the logo mirrors the platform's core idea: freedom to create without strict rules. Roblox launched in 2006 as a user-generated gaming platform, long before virtual worlds became mainstream. From the start, the brand leaned into an industrial, blocky aesthetic that matched its construction-style gameplay and early 3D environments. The most distinctive feature of the Roblox logo is the tilted square cutout inside the letter O. This design choice breaks symmetry and immediately signals that Roblox is different from traditional gaming brands. The square represents building blocks, creation, and open-ended play. Early versions of the logo were rough and mechanical, using heavy, angular typography that reflected experimentation rather than polish. As the platform grew, the logo gradually became cleaner and more refined while keeping its core identity intact. A major shift came in 2017, when Roblox introduced a simplified wordmark with consistent spacing and a more balanced type style. The tilted square remained, now more intentional and iconic, helping the logo scale better across apps, websites, and digital storefronts. In 2022, the logo was refined again, slightly adjusting proportions and letter shapes for better readability. These changes were subtle, focusing on clarity rather than reinvention, an important move for a platform with a massive global audience. What makes the Roblox logo effective is its imperfection. It doesn't aim for elegance or realism. Instead, it celebrates creativity, experimentation, and the idea that worlds are meant to be built, broken, and rebuilt. Today, the Roblox logo stands as a symbol of a new kind of gaming, one where players aren't just users, but creators. If you enjoyed this breakdown, like the video, subscribe to the brand storyline, and comment below with the next logo breakdown or episode you'd like us to explore. The PlayStation logo is one of the most recognizable symbols in gaming, representing innovation, immersion, and the evolution of interactive entertainment. Its design reflects both technological progress and Sony's long-term brand consistency. PlayStation launched in 1994, entering a market dominated by established gaming companies. Sony needed a logo that felt bold, futuristic, and distinctly different from competitors. The result was the iconic PS monogram, created by designer Manabu Sakamoto. The original logo combined a red, three-dimensional P with a flat, multicolored S beneath it. This unusual perspective gave the logo depth and motion, reinforcing the idea of stepping into new dimensions through gaming. The colors echoed Sony's experimental approach and helped the brand stand out on store shelves. As PlayStation evolved through new console generations, the logo became more refined. The colors were gradually removed, and the design shifted toward a monochrome, minimalist look. This reflected both modern design trends and PlayStation's move into a more premium, mature brand identity. By the time of the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5, the logo had been reduced to a clean black or white mark. The focus shifted from visual complexity to confidence, showing that the brand no longer needed flashy design to prove its relevance. What makes the PlayStation logo powerful is its timeless structure. While styles changed, the core PS form never did. This continuity helped build trust and emotional connection across generations of gamers. Today, the PlayStation logo stands as a symbol of creativity, storytelling, and immersive worlds, instantly recognizable even without words. If you enjoyed this breakdown, like the video, subscribe to the brand storyline, and comment below with the next logo breakdown or episode you'd like us to explore. The Play-Doh logo doesn't look engineered, it looks squeezed. Soft, bouncy, playful, almost as if it was shaped by hand, which is exactly the point. Behind the colorful swirls is Play-Doh, a brand that transformed something simple into a global symbol of creativity. But its logo wasn't always this whimsical. In its earliest forms, the branding was more straightforward. Bold lettering, contained layouts, and simple color blocks. It focused on readability rather than personality. The product was still finding its identity, and the logo reflected that. But as Play-Doh became synonymous with childhood creativity, the logo had to evolve. It needed to feel like the product itself. That's when the bubbly, handcrafted style emerged. The letters became rounded, inflated, almost melting into one another. The red cloud-like background wrapped around the word mark, creating a soft frame that feels molded rather than designed. Quickly, if this kind of logo evolution fascinates you, subscribe now, because some brand stories are more playful than you think. Over time, the logo leaned even further into personality. Bright primary colors were introduced, reinforcing its connection to imagination and learning. The typography became chunkier, more tactile, as if each letter had been rolled from a small cylinder of dough and gently pressed into place. Unlike many brands that chase minimalism, Play-Doh doubled down on character. The logo didn't flatten into sterile geometry. Instead, it preserved dimension and softness, because removing that would remove the emotion. Even subtle refinements over the years kept the same philosophy. Friendly curves, high contrast colors, and a sense of joyful imperfection. What makes the Play-Doh logo powerful is its sensory memory. You don't just see it, you feel it. The texture, the smell, the squish, the creativity. It's a reminder that great branding doesn't always mean sharp lines and metallic finishes. Sometimes it means embracing softness. From simple typography to a cloud-shaped burst of color and imagination, Play-Doh's logo proves that when a brand truly understands its product, the design almost shapes itself. If you enjoyed this breakdown, comment below with the next logo you'd like us to explore. The Nintendo logo is simple, confident, and timeless, reflecting a brand built on creativity, play, and generations of imagination. Founded in 1889, Nintendo began as a playing card company in Japan, long before video games existed. As the company expanded into toys, electronics, and eventually gaming, its logo evolved to support a brand that constantly reinvented itself while remaining approachable and fun. Each redesign reflected Nintendo's shift from traditional entertainment to a global leader in interactive experiences. Typography has always been central to Nintendo's identity. Early logos featured ornate, decorative lettering that reflected craftsmanship and tradition. Over time, the word mark became cleaner, bolder, and more rounded. The modern Nintendo logo type uses smooth, friendly letter forms that feel welcoming rather than aggressive, reinforcing the brand's family-friendly and inclusive image. Color plays a crucial role in the logo's impact. Red has become Nintendo's signature color, symbolizing excitement, energy, and passion, while white lettering provides clarity and balance. This high-contrast combination ensures instant recognition across packaging, consoles, marketing materials, and digital platforms. One of the most recognizable features of the Nintendo logo is the rounded rectangular outline that often frames the word mark. This soft shape adds structure without harshness, echoing the brand's emphasis on accessibility, comfort, and ease of use. It also allows the logo to scale effortlessly across hardware, software, and global advertising. What makes the Nintendo logo effective is its restraint. It doesn't chase trends or rely on complex visuals. Instead, it communicates trust, fun, and creativity through consistency and clarity. Today, the Nintendo logo stands as a symbol of imagination, play, and lasting cultural impact, proving that simplicity, when guided by strong brand values, can endure for generations. If you enjoyed this breakdown, like the video, subscribe to the brand storyline, and comment below with the next logo breakdown or episode you'd like us to explore. The Fallout logo evolution reflects a franchise rooted in retro-futurism and post-apocalyptic identity. If you enjoy exploring how iconic brands evolve, subscribe to follow the full series. When Fallout first released in 1997, its logo immediately established the tone: metallic lettering with industrial textures, worn edges, and a lightning bolt cutting through the word mark. The design echoed the game's 1950s-inspired vision of the future, a world shaped by nuclear optimism and atomic devastation. As the series expanded under Bethesda, the core logo remained largely consistent. Updates focused on refinement rather than redesign, improving sharpness, contrast, and digital clarity while preserving the rugged steel aesthetic. Spin-offs and newer entries occasionally adjusted color grading or added background elements, but the lightning bolt and distressed metallic typography stayed central to the identity. Rather than chasing modern minimalism, Fallout held onto its retro-industrial character. The Fallout logo shows that when a visual identity perfectly matches a fictional universe, evolution becomes about preservation, not reinvention. Subscribe for more brand logo stories every day. The Need for Speed logo is built around velocity, aggression, and cinematic intensity, capturing the rush of illegal street racing and high-stakes pursuit. From its early releases in the mid-1990s, the franchise positioned itself as a serious racing experience, and the logo reflected that tone. Instead of playful curves, it leaned into italicized, forward-slanted typography, immediately suggesting motion and speed. The letter forms are sharp and elongated, stretching horizontally as if being pulled forward. This visual tension creates the feeling that the logo itself is accelerating, reinforcing the idea of constant momentum and urgency. Color is often restrained but powerful. Black and white dominate many versions, allowing the typography to carry the energy. When accent colors appear, usually red or metallic tones, they heighten the sense of danger, adrenaline, and mechanical power. Over time, the logo has been refined rather than reinvented. Earlier versions were heavier and more aggressive, while modern iterations are cleaner and more cinematic, designed to work across game covers, trailers, and digital platforms. One of the strongest aspects of the logo is its minimal reliance on symbols. There's no car icon or steering wheel. Speed is communicated purely through form, angle, and spacing. The typography does all the work. What makes the Need for Speed logo effective is its clarity of purpose. It doesn't promise realism alone or arcade fun. It promises intensity, risk, and raw velocity. Today, the Need for Speed logo stands as a symbol of high-octane racing culture, instantly recognizable to fans and inseparable from the thrill of speed itself. If you enjoyed this breakdown, like the video, subscribe to the brand storyline, and comment below with the next logo breakdown or episode you'd like us to explore. The Call of Duty Modern Warfare logo evolution reflects a franchise built on intensity and realism. If you enjoy exploring how iconic brands evolve, subscribe to follow the full series. When Modern Warfare first launched in 2007, under the broader Call of Duty franchise, its logo followed the series' established bold, military-inspired typography. The words were heavy, metallic, and structured, reinforcing the gritty, realistic tone that distinguished it from other shooters at the time. As the series expanded, subtle refinements were introduced. The typography became cleaner and more balanced, with sharper edges and improved spacing to enhance readability across packaging and digital platforms. In 2019, when Modern Warfare was rebooted, the logo shifted toward a flatter, more minimal style. The metallic texture was reduced, and the design leaned into a stark black and white presentation, emphasizing seriousness and modern realism. Rather than reinventing the visual identity, each update strengthened the franchise's core message: tactical intensity and cinematic warfare. The Modern Warfare logo shows that in gaming, evolution often means sharpening the impact, not changing the identity. Subscribe for more brand logo stories every day. The Xbox logo represents power, immersion, and competitive energy. Built for the gaming world, its identity communicates intensity, motion, and technological confidence rather than tradition or nostalgia. Launched by Microsoft in the early 2000s, Xbox entered a market dominated by established gaming brands. Its visual identity needed to feel bold, disruptive, and unmistakably modern, signaling a new force in console gaming. The iconic X became the foundation of the logo. Carved with sharp angles and intersecting cuts, the symbol suggests impact and dimensional depth, reinforcing ideas of action and immersion. The form feels explosive, as if breaking through the surface. Typography supports this intensity. The wordmark uses strong, angular letter forms with wide spacing, giving the logo weight and presence without clutter. The balance between symbol and text keeps the identity flexible across hardware, packaging, and digital platforms. Color plays a key role in recognition. Green became synonymous with Xbox, setting it apart from competitors while signaling energy, innovation, and a distinctly digital personality. Over time, the Xbox logo evolved towards simplicity. Early versions emphasized texture and depth, while modern iterations stripped away excess detail in favor of clean geometry, ensuring clarity across screens, apps, and user interfaces. What makes the Xbox logo effective is its adaptability. It feels equally at home on a console, controller, startup screen, or esports stage. Today, the Xbox logo stands as a symbol of immersive play and competitive culture, proving that a strong, focused identity can grow alongside rapidly changing technology. If you enjoyed this breakdown, like the video, subscribe to the brand storyline, and comment below with the next logo or brand you'd like us to explore. The Hot Wheels logo is a symbol of speed, energy, and childhood excitement. Bold and instantly recognizable, the logo perfectly captures the thrill of racing and the imagination-driven fun that defines the brand. Hot Wheels was introduced by Mattel in 1968, created to compete with traditional die-cast toy cars. From the beginning, the brand needed a visual identity that felt faster, louder, and more exciting than anything else on the toy shelf. The logo's most defining feature is the flame-shaped banner that sweeps from left to right. This flame conveys motion, acceleration, and heat, visual cues strongly associated with racing, power, and adrenaline. It makes the logo feel like it's moving even when standing still. The typography is bold and italicized, leaning forward to reinforce speed and momentum. The stretched letter forms and sharp edges add aggression and attitude, giving Hot Wheels a personality that feels rebellious rather than childlike. Color plays a crucial role in the logo's impact. The dominant red and yellow gradient evokes fire and intensity, while also ensuring high visibility on packaging, tracks, and cars. This color combination helped the brand stand out instantly in crowded toy aisles. Over the decades, the Hot Wheels logo has seen refinements, but its core identity has remained largely unchanged. Minor adjustments improved clarity and balance, but the flame shape and dynamic lettering stayed intact, preserving brand recognition across generations. What makes the Hot Wheels logo so effective is its emotional pull. It doesn't just represent a toy, it represents speed, competition, and the fantasy of racing without limits. Today, the Hot Wheels logo remains one of the most iconic toy brand marks in the world, continuing to ignite excitement in kids and collectors alike. If you enjoyed this breakdown, like the video, subscribe to the brand storyline, and comment below with the next logo breakdown or episode you'd like us to explore. The EA Sports logo is a symbol of competition, realism, and digital athletics. Instantly recognizable, the logo represents Electronic Arts' commitment to bringing real-world sports into the gaming space. EA Sports was launched in 1991 as a division of Electronic Arts with the goal of creating sports games that felt authentic, intense, and immersive. From the beginning, the branding needed to capture energy, motion, and credibility within the world of professional sports. The logo is built around a circular badge, a shape commonly associated with unity, competition, and official seals. Inside the circle sit the bold letters EA, paired with the word sports beneath it. This structure gives the logo balance and authority, similar to a league or tournament emblem. Early versions of the logo leaned heavily into metallic textures and three-dimensional effects. These design choices reflected the technological ambitions of the time, emphasizing realism and power during the rise of console gaming in the 1990s and early 2000s. As design trends evolved, the EA Sports logo was refined and simplified. Glossy effects were removed, lines were cleaned up, and the logo shifted toward a flatter, more modern look. This made it more versatile across digital platforms while keeping its core identity intact. The color palette has traditionally centered on red, black, and white, a combination that conveys intensity, confidence, and competitiveness. Red, in particular, reinforces adrenaline and passion, key emotions tied to sports gaming. What makes the EA Sports logo effective is its consistency. While the design has evolved, the circular form and letter arrangement have remained largely unchanged, helping build trust and familiarity across generations of players. Today, the EA Sports logo stands as a stamp of competitive gaming, signaling realism, licensed leagues, and high-stakes digital sports experiences. If you enjoyed this breakdown, like the video, subscribe to the brand storyline, and comment below with the next logo breakdown or episode you'd like us to explore. The Duplo logo is designed to communicate safety, learning, and creativity at the earliest stage of play. Built for toddlers and young children, the logo reflects trust, simplicity, and warmth, qualities that matter just as much to parents as they do to kids. Duplo was introduced by LEGO in 1969 as a larger, safer alternative to traditional LEGO bricks. From the start, the brand needed a visual identity that clearly separated it from standard LEGO while still feeling part of the same family. The logo uses bold, rounded lettering that feels soft and approachable. Unlike sharp or technical typefaces, these smooth curves signal safety and ease, reinforcing that Duplo products are designed specifically for small hands and early learning. Color plays a major role in the logo's identity. Bright, primary colors such as red, blue, yellow, and green mirror the colors of Duplo bricks themselves. These colors stimulate curiosity, encourage creativity, and make the logo instantly recognizable to young children. A defining feature of the Duplo logo is the rabbit mascot. The rabbit was chosen to feel gentle, friendly, and non-threatening, perfect for a toddler-focused brand. It symbolizes curiosity, playfulness, and early exploration, helping children form an emotional connection while reassuring parents of the product's child-safe design. Over the years, the Duplo logo has undergone small refinements, focusing on clarity and balance rather than drastic redesigns. These subtle updates ensured the logo remained modern while preserving familiarity for generations of families. What makes the Duplo logo effective is its ability to communicate on two levels at once. To children, it feels fun and inviting. To parents, it represents safety, learning, and the trusted quality of LEGO. Today, the Duplo logo stands as the first step into creative building, an introduction to imagination that often becomes a child's gateway into the wider LEGO world. If you enjoyed this breakdown, like the video, subscribe to the brand storyline, and comment below with the next logo breakdown or episode you'd like us to explore. The LEGO logo is a celebration of creativity, play, and timeless design. Bright, bold, and instantly recognizable, it reflects a brand that has inspired imagination across generations. LEGO began in 1932 in Denmark, founded by Ole Kirk Christiansen as a small woodworking company. The name LEGO comes from the Danish phrase leggodt, meaning play well. From the start, the brand's identity was tied to learning, creativity, and fun. Early LEGO logos were simple and varied, often changing as the company experimented with different styles. These early marks reflected a young brand still defining itself. But as LEGO shifted its focus to plastic building bricks in the late 1940s, the need for a stronger, more consistent identity became clear. In the 1950s and 60s, LEGO introduced brighter colors and rounded lettering. Red became the dominant background, symbolizing energy and excitement, while white and yellow outlines improved visibility. The typography felt playful and friendly, mirroring the experience of building with LEGO bricks themselves. By 1973, LEGO finalized the core design that would define the brand for decades. The bold white letters, outlined in black and yellow, sat confidently on a red square. This version balanced fun with structure, appealing to children while reassuring parents and educators. Unlike many global brands, LEGO resisted frequent redesigns. Instead, it focused on consistency. Minor refinements were made to improve clarity across packaging, toys, movies, and digital platforms, but the logo's personality never changed. What makes the LEGO logo so powerful is emotional connection. It instantly recalls childhood, creativity, and limitless possibility. Few logos manage to feel both playful and authoritative at the same time. Today, the LEGO logo remains virtually unchanged, proving that when a design perfectly matches a brand's purpose, evolution becomes optional. The LEGO logo isn't just a brand mark, it's an invitation to build. If you enjoyed this breakdown, like the video, subscribe to the brand storyline, and comment below with the next logo you'd like us to explore.